Nobody stops ball, and Conley.
Similar start.
And the more he studied, the more he understood. Hasn't missed a beat, which is a testament, you guys, to Kuminga.
He came back. Jimmy Butler had already been playing with the Warriors. We didn't even see him in the playoffs, but now he might be their second most.
Because he can do things like that. Improvise, touch, gets a layup.
22-year-old at his baseline. The jumper is off target, but a foul on Dre.
Closeout. Jaden McDaniels. You know, it's that shit there you see Kuminga, Dave, and what we're talking about picking up.
That sensational game. The first free throw. And Draymond Green, the primary.
A little bit of a counter to their typical post, desperately to get out on the closeout. Podziemski saw it, drew the foul.
Gonna back down.
And it's the area of the floor he's been giving the Warriors.
He's in the game, and 10 of the 21 Minnesota points. Top made one earlier, makes another one. Draymond Green. They double Randall.
Like that. I think when Julius Randle starts to operate and you give a well-timed double team coming out of that spin.
The Warriors. Butler just thought he was fouled, missed the shot. Podziemski quickly up the court. One in the series, game 5 will be Wednesday night in Minneapolis. Gobert can't tip it in, but he was fouled.
In this area of the floor to get him out of there.
Naz Reid shooting fingers in the league.
Well, and that's the toughest shot.
Bumped, missed the shot, but it'll go to the line. The Warriors.
And he puts it down this time, and that is something on the board.
Team with the best record in the East and go to the conference finals. And obviously we're waiting another 3-1 in that series. Here's Edwards straight on. Kuminga 4 points off the bench. Bender spins and tried to shovel it to Looney. Got hit in the face. And good defense. Looney went straight up. And
Edwards made it over half court. Kevon Looney going.
And that's why. Kuminga to the basket. He's 2 for 3 from the floor. DiVincenzo continues to struggle mightily. He 3-point lead for the Warriors. Now, Kuminga providing a huge spark again.
Probe a little bit more with the dribble and getting to a spot that he's comfortable.
28 of his 36 points in game 3 came in the back. Looney here in the opening quarter. That's his first personal.
Draymond Green does not pick up his second foul in this last.
Scores against Draymond Green. 1 second. But the Warriors have a 1-point lead after 1. Warriors trying to even the series at 2. They get Kevon Looney on the read. This year had to find his role. Perhaps they're maybe even more dangerous.
Well, spacing was different for him when he got here. I think the thing that Chris
Deck, nice feed underneath to Looney. And Looney, though, in the playoffs, 21 of 41.
Tested 3.
Former undrafted players. He did not score in game 3.
First quarter with just 1 turnover.
And 1 point.
Steve Kerr said #1 priority in this series for them defensively. The other way, and that's when you're susceptible to trail threes.
This Randall 3 for 3 from behind the arc. 11-0 at home.
That's a big shot for Bud.
Randall with a spin, fumbles it away, scoops. Missed it, but the second 5 quick points for the Warriors.
So the 2 stars from Saturday.
And now a foul as Randall was trying to
play that drive right there by Jimmy Butler. He saw Alexander Walker gets his own tip, and then here Kuminga.
9 minutes off the bench for the Warriors, who are back within 1. Jackson Davis returning. 2 of 7 from the floor. And the kiss off glass.
Yeah, that is a powerful, nearly as good finishing going right to the rim.
He a 3 from 3-point range as well. McDaniels on the back. Randall. Yeah. McDaniels in the open floor with the step. His first miss from 3-point. 4. Butler aware.
The top of the key in this series and did not have a help.
Golden State back within 3. Midway point up out of timeout.
Well, Jimmy Butler, he puts a hand up, slides well laterally. It's like an eclipse.
Foul on Golden State, no fouls yet on Minnesota. 3-point lead. Reed with the shot clock at 3. And a steal somehow ends up back in his hands. He missed again, but then
he got off the ground 3 different jumps before.
Offensive basket interference, so no bucket.
Anybody in this game needed that more than Dante Court.
McDaniels with the deep catch. Quiet half for Edwards, 8 points. The lead.
Down action for Golden State, and Buddy Hield came up.
Green quickly ahead, stolen away by Edwards. Trying to take a 3-1 series lead. For a flagrant foul, second personal.
Basketball right there is Jaden McDaniels.
And all right, they are going to go to the monitor. Like what Buddy Hield was doing to him, and so
really just trying to prevent Buddy Hield from getting up in that shoulder, neck area.
And then the grabbing of the jersey. And it's a shooting foul.
In fact, there's no doubt about it. But I look at the severity because he pulls the jersey at the end. But I just...
I think for me, it's lined up and grab.
Yeah, unnecessary physical contact.
None of the elements of a flagrant foul exist.
8. Warriors led by 5.
2 possessions. Really, Minnesota not getting any. Wasn't able to receive it in the middle, which is where you want to get it. Feels Buddy Hield's hand in there, so he tries to.
Behind the arc. At the line as a team so far.
Scoring bursts, particularly Anthony Edwards, and make it the locker room.
Especially with Jimmy Butler out. Steve Kerr misses inside. Edwards with the rebound and quick up top. No good on the 3-throw line. Missed it. The tip, no good. Gobert. Like a play up on the other end.
And then able to get out and get some early offense. With the Conley free throws when he was fouled.
Kuminga. Warriors can tie or take the lead. It's in a comfort level that's back with Jonathan.
Minnesota's offense is really bogged down and gets to the rim against the retreating smaller defender.
Checking in. The Warriors make. He's up to 12 and the game is tied. Game 5 Wednesday. If there's a game 6, it would be here. Timeline. Pajemski in strong. And 3 on the Wolves.
The golden turnover, and again playing in the open floor. Brandon Pajemski.
Sense they're starting to figure out how to play a little.
To do exactly that, because Steph Curry.
8 straight points for Golden State. Ends up in the hands of Conley for a second chance. Rebound Looney. Randall Kuminga. That's 3 fouls on Naz Reid.
Naz Reid was able to get a hold, and he can really sky when he comes.
13 on the injury to Jason Tatum, and that Celtics lost tonight for Jalen Brunson. They'll have highlights and much more coming up. The resurgent Jonathan Kuminga. No field goals for Minnesota since a 3-pointer.
And it's tough when you've got that.
Walker. Looney. Foul. Boy, Looney. Seconds.
Kevon Looney into the rotation. Kevon Looney picking up some rebounding. And he's a good communicator defense.
As he hits the free throw. Which means Butler will be fresher. Randall has gone cold. He's been.
Does not get off one of those step back threes.
And so Golden State will slow it down. Screen for Kuminga with 5 to shoot. Spins, pass.
Well, without Jimmy Butler, you knew this ball was.
Pajemski now 2 of 7. 0 for 2 from. Good, rebounded by Draymond Green.
Those are the shots.
Jackson Davis, nice pass to Pajemski, was fouled.
Nice cut.
You look at the first half of the starting backcourt of Game 3. The Warriors have now made 16 straight free throws than the Wolves.
One name we haven't really mentioned much tonight, not really gotten involved in this game at all, the zone.
And with his 4th 3, he's got 22 points and 6 rebounds now. Part of the reason why the Warriors lost game to Conley. Shot clock down to 3. Conley missed it.
He loves going left for that shot. Lethal.
First points of the second half. He's got slain. Missed the shot. The putback though by Trace Jackson.
Going to get movement out of Gobert, and he's going to re-up.
They have 7 more offensive rebounds than Minnesota in the stick-back try. Gobert hasn't scored. This
on that left side, he might just go straight downhill.
More in the series that Edwards is more assertive off. He was much more assertive tonight.
Ball go through the basket, but he's come out from Jump Street tonight.
Quickly, Pajemski into the lane. Try to draw the foul on the 3. did make two by Anthony Edwards, and a timeout on the floor.
Third quarter, look at the footwork, the extension.
It says 5 of Minnesota's last 6. Fire, Randall's 3 no good. Rebound Butler. By the way, Butler ties the game.
And I like the fact that he advanced them out and challenged that. It's an easy 15-footer.
Anthony Edwards, who led the NBA,
but then he's so patient for a good drop back to the ground before
2 free throws rather than an and one. As
he sold that pretty well. There was some contact in the lower.
Randall takes to the corner. Conley.
He just hit a little pull-up 12-footer. The shot.
And now a foul inside is called.
He turned down, led to a 3 by Mike Conley.
From 3, they've made 8 more threes than the Warriors.
If you can wall up that left shoulder, so lean backs, he's not very comfortable. That's
Defensive Player of the Year honors. Defensive Player of the Year. Triple. He's got 25.
This game, Golden State not staying connected.
Spinning, missing, rebound McDaniels. Can't miss. He's got 14 in the quarter.
Pulling the trigger when he goes into penetration. He's the guy most capable of doing it because he can.
The beginning of the game. That's a problem here in the third. But really no bind for 50 points. DiVincenzo got the
with that handle. Anthony pokes it away.
Another offensive.
Having a hard time guarding the three-point line down here, but creating the rest of the roster. DiVincenzo feeling one.
8-minute mark. Green. That's his second.
There's no backside protection.
Butler finally.
Zone, you've got to contain dribble penetration. Early pushes. Golden State has.
You leave him in, take him out. He wants to stay in.
He's got a hot hand with a 15-point lead. So
he missed half of the second. Chenzo fires underneath. And getting
spacing is great. And Golden State just does not.
5 for 19 from three-point range. Timeout.
For Golden State, Minnesota just too easy.
At the rim, and the Minnesota Timberwolves have pushed. And a foul called on DiVincenzo. It's the first in the last 2 minutes. Second personal on DiVincenzo.
Game, a one-possession game with 4 minutes and back from 8 and 10-point deficits all night, and eventually
on Julius Randle. That's just his second personal. The fourth quarter, we'll see.
Like what Kuminga did there, you had to go 2 for 1. You needed to handle that basketball.
About an 8-second difference between the game. He and Edwards have combined for 56. Throws it away with 8.7 seconds remaining.
You don't have Rudy go for a layup.
Remaining here in the third quarter. Wolves is left. 17 for Golden State. Away from taking a commanding 3 series against the Warriors.
See Minnesota now really extend defensively to take away right now with the 20-point lead here in the quarter.
As that's the third on Dante.
Language as we do when we're winning. Let's go on a run.
Ball from deep. They go inside here, and Kuminga misses the layup. 3s than the Warriors.
State, no Gobert on the floor. They're operating.
The Warriors defense just hasn't been as good as it's out. Kuminga, another missed layup, but a momentum builder by hitting that 30.
Those scorers that you never really have fully on attempts per game in the regular season.
0 for 4 tonight. This half, they didn't make a half in the first half. Anthony Edwards. Him on the bench, and you would imagine that's where he's headed. But
caught that ball and took it directly into.
Gets the bounce on that one. Take a look at the up.
This season has been his biggest area of growth this year. Calmer, more even approach because he knows what to expect.
Had such an impact on him and this whole team, both the Knicks and the Wolves, but Edwards.
Julius Randle can be the alpha when they can play. Added to his game, but also his personality type.
He's a 16, 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Go to the line. 4 points, 5 rebounds. Third foul, fourth foul on Draymond Green.
Oh, it's a smart foul by Draymond Green, but Rudy Gobert tonight.
And if Minnesota were to hang on, but if Minnesota can close it out, there's a chance Gobert gets it done at the free throw line. Second quarter, they've missed 7 straight. They get a points for Green.
Can't trade baskets at this point. Some of the gambles that Golden State is taking right.
Heel doubled to Draymond Green. Sets it almost 70% from the floor this half. Gobert hits the deck. Tipped by Butler, and that's a 24-second.
Golden State with a stop.
The entry pass to Butler, catch missing, and defensive rebound.
How difficult a position it puts in some of these role players.
Hield tracks it down. 10 points, 11. First minutes for Moody here tonight. He may not put him back in the game. Randall at the line shooting 2. Here's for Julius Randle. Missed that free throw though. Thursday tomorrow in OKC. Can Cleveland force a game 7 Eastern time?
And Julius Randle was laughing. And after getting 6.
But Draymond Green inside gets the basket. The aggressive Butler we saw in game 3 on
3 points. He certainly held his own tonight. Butler's drop off, that's hurt him the most.
Got an outbound to take the pressure off of Steph Curry by getting to the foul line, and that just...
He forces miscommunications. They've got no made threes in the second half.
Weapons on the perimeter, and the guys that they Hield is 2 of 6. Draymond Green has